All right, what's up, fam? You're back with another episode of The Report, Tarot and Tools. We're going to get straight into it tonight. Another Divine Masculine check-in. And I also just posted a pick-a-card reading for the mid-2020 check-in. And you can also watch the original mid-2020 check-in that I posted last week sometime. But I did a pick-a-card version just so you guys could feel like you get a chance to pick your own deck and feel like it's more catered to your specific situation. But I suggest going back to watch both of those mid 2020 check-ins, the regular one and the pick a card one. But right now, it's all about the Divine Masculine. Getting to the energy of the Divine Masculine for my twin flame unions. Let's see what is the energy. How does Divine Masculine feel about you? Hold up. Because I asked two questions, kind of. What's the energy out there? What's the energy of the Divine Masculine? If the Nine of Cups comes back out, we know it's a go. Okay. I'm not going to out no high. See, it came out in reverse. So I'm going to have to start deciding whether I read reversals or not. I'm going to read it because I was guided to fucking read it and was like trying to not read it like that. But we got the Five of Cups that comes out in reverse. So the overall energy, we got the Two of Swords, and we got the Hierophant. Let me look at this Five of Cups, see what I can get out of it. I'm going to look at it in reverse. Alright, so from this standpoint, it looks like the Divine Masculine may be in a state of not really wanting to look at things. Because I see these two cards that came out, which is the Five of Cups in reverse. When I looked at the first thing that came to mind after I looked at it for a while, was these clouds kind of going over the Divine Masculine's head. Now, y'all know, on this channel, I always look at these smokestacks, whatever you want to call them, as actual messages from the divine. So I feel like they're not really, and this, then you also got the indication of them still looking away from the cups. That doesn't really change with the reversal. But I feel like they're either coming out of the energy, or they're not trying to see things clearly. So let's see. Let's go deeper. Clarify this Five of Cups for me, please, in reverse. Clarify the Five of Cups for me in reverse. What does this mean? So I see the Wheel of Fortune popped out. Okay, we got the Empress that pops out. Give me one more card. Now the Empress, as we all know, that is divine feminine energy. So from this, I feel like the wheel is turning. No, because remember, we're clarifying this. What is basically asking what they're ignoring. So it's almost like the Divine Masculine is not listening to the messages that come in to celebrate with the Empress. Because we got the Wheel of Fortune that came up, which is, you know, the turning of a cycle. But remember, it's clarifying the card on the messages going over their head. So I feel like this is the message that's going over their head right now. They're looking down, and like I said, I still feel like that Five of Cups has a lot of its original meaning, as well as far as them mourning something. So clarify the Two of Swords, please. So the Chariot comes out to clarify the Two of Swords as the first card. Now, as I said, with the Two of Swords, this is always about decisions. But I feel like the divine masculine is trying to avoid making a decision, because this is my rest card. So maybe not feeling in the best of spirits. It's like it could be rest because of hospitals, like the sick hospital card as well. But trying to, let me see, clarify the Chariot. Because we do got the Chariot, but then we got a card of rest, which is kind of contradictory. So it's almost like they're resting before they take a chariot ride. Or, yeah, they're holding back their cup from taking this chariot ride. And I believe they're holding their cup back because they are in the midst in this King of Swords energy, which is like a thinking man, like the thinking man type of energy. So more meditative stuff. Okay, so now let's see, how does your divine masculine feel about you? As of right now, it looks like they're in a standstill. No, clarify the Hierophant. Okay, so we got the Death card and the Page of Staffs that comes out on the Hierophant. Now, the Page of Staffs, this card is very humorous for me, because I actually know the meaning out of this card from the book, which is this guy's like, they describe him as being a humble guy. This is a humble person. But then we got this Death card that's also clarifying the Hierophant, which is my marriage card. So I feel like the divine masculine is putting an end to possibly a marriage or a long-term commitment, which is kind of putting him at a humbling stage. It's almost like, I don't know, you know, when you break up with someone, it does kind of humble you to a sense, especially if you were in a relationship where, or in a situation where people thought it wouldn't work and you fought for it and then it doesn't work. It does give you that humbling experience. So they could be being humbled by the death of this relationship. Why is the King of Coins popping out? I didn't ask anything. Keep clarifying for the King of Coins. So we got the King of Coins that pops out. And as y'all know, this is my lazy king. And the King of Coins is far from fucking lazy. So don't get it fucked up, y'all. Like, whoa, this motherfucker don't know what she's talking about. No, I'm well aware who the King of Pentacles traditionally is. But in this deck, doesn't this motherfucker look lazy? Motherfucker looks sleepy as hell. So I feel like we got the Ace of Wands popping up. This is someone wanting to have a new beginning. So either you're in the energy of just feeling like real lazy and ready for, like basically kind of tired of what's going on, tired of the mundane and ready for a new beginning. Or you're trying to get away and have a new beginning and get away from someone who you consider to be lazy and possibly someone who always has their hand out. So like I said, this is going to be split. Some of you guys are wanting to get away from this King of Coins and have a new passionate beginning elsewhere because you feel like their hand's always out and you're always giving. Then we got the Queen of Staffs, which I'm going to clarify. Now, this could be a part of your passionate beginning. So this could be where you're wanting to go because the Queen of Wands is very passionate. And for another group of you guys are in this energy of the King of Coins, and it's not so lazy, but you just really being bored and tired of the mundane and ready to start something new and offer to someone new. Possibly this Queen of Wands or Queen of Staffs in this deck. Alright, so now let's see, how do you feel about divine masculine? Okay, you're in a hangman situation. Still, this dumb beetle still receiving messages from divine, but not making really any moves and pretty uncomfortable. It's not comfortable, but you are getting your messages. And you do feel like you want to offer, or you feel like the divine masculine wants to offer, but he's blocked, or you feel like you want to offer, but you're blocked. See how else do you feel about, what is this? Okay, I got it backwards. See how else you feel about divine masculine. Okay, so this is like you are emotional, like you love your divine masculine, you still care for your divine masculine, you still get the messages signified by these smokestacks. But even though you're in the water, which symbolizes emotions, you're still on a very stable piece of land. But the question is, how long can you stay here without the cement starting to actually erode and break down? So what else are your feelings? All right, at the end of the day, your feelings are, no matter what, you're going for a victory. It looks like you're making your climb up the hill, the mountaintop. So you are going for a victory. Clarify the Six of Staffs, please. Tell me more about this victory. Something flipped in the depth. I'm about to flip it, but it came out in the reverse. So I feel like you're going for a victory. You're not really making any moves, anything. You're not doing anything foolish. You're not really taking a leap of faith. And it's almost like you're kind of doubling down on that, because this Fool card already ain't ready to fucking go. I always say this. This Fool's not ready to jump off. So with the Fool in reverse, it's like you're really not ready to go. So give me more about this victory. Where's the victory at then? Maybe you feel like this is your victory, being able to not care and walk away. Is that what it is? Tuh. Okay, I wasn't going to take them, but they tell such an interesting story. So this is for the clarification of this Fool and the Six of Wands. I feel like with you being able to, or with you feeling how you're feeling, is going to trigger something. This could be you trying to find the strength to do what you need to do, because it's in reverse. So this is strength in the upright is having the strength. Strength in the bottom is not necessarily having the strength. But we got the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is actually coming out of confusion for me. That's how I'm reading that. Because up top is so many options, so much to choose from. So someone's coming out of confusion. It could be you, it could be divine masculine, but I believe this is you coming out of confusion, coming out of feeling stuck, which is prompting this action. The Eight of Wands, which I don't believe is you. Let me look at the color coordination. Yeah, I always like to look at the cards. So like I feel all this is you. We're trying to find the strength in the feminine side. Red, yellow. We're trying to get the cups. You got red in this card and the yellow headband. You do got white, but still the red. And the coming out of stuck energy. You got the red and the white. That's all you. You coming out of stuck energy, coming out of confusion. And really all of this is to muster up the strength to move on. But then you have this person who is, this is not white, this is more like a orangish, brownish, tannish color. Let's put them up against each other so you can see the contrast. I like to look at it. I'm a clothes person, so I'm always going to look at like what matches, what doesn't with clothes. You know, I love clothes. So this is a different person for me. which this, I believe this is going to be, this is divine masculine, but it's prompted after you make your move to not make a move. And you know, once you're done with your full healing process and you just necessarily don't care, and not to say you don't care, I think you do, but you're I think when we look at this coming out of confusion, it's almost like you're getting you're getting the picture. Like, okay, I get it. There's nothing you can really do. It's time to move on. Do your thing. This is actually different than a lot of fucking readings that I've been doing as far as divine. Like last night's reading was totally different. So I may be tapping into some different energy. But you guys are gonna let me know how it resonates into the comment section, please. Alright, so we see you're pretty much coming out of confusion, coming out of feeling stuck in this situation. So now let's see what divine masculine's next move may be towards you. What's divine masculine's next move? Okay. Alright, so what's divine masculine's next move towards you? Oh, shit. Okay, we have the Chariot card. We got the Chariot card, then we got the Four of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the divine masculine is coming out of this time of rest and getting ready to make a move. Now, in the first one, y'all can rewind because these cards came out right next to each other. I remember that distinctively. Y'all just see me shuffle the fuck out of these cards. So these cards came out right before, you know, earlier in the spread. When I first started, they were right next to each other because remember I said this is a contradiction. So now, though, the Four of Swords is in the reverse. At first, it was one was upright and one was basically before the Chariot was in the upright, ready for movement and action. But the Four of Swords was also in the upright, which is rest. So it was a contradiction. So the next move is actually the divine masculine coming out of this resting state and actually making moves towards you. What else is their next move? We got the Two of Cups. So they're wanting to come in for the union. So let's see why. Why now? Why? What's their true intentions? What's divine masculine's true intentions for coming in for the union? It's for my collective, please. Okay, they may feel like, this is always like my coach card. Like Coach Tomlin, I was about to say Coach Carter, great coach, even though fictional. And Coach Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? Great coaches, though. So they may feel like they're coming in because they may feel like you're a good coach. A good leader. Coaches are leaders. Why else is the divine masculine coming in? Okay, they're coming in to either cause a tower or because of a tower. Clarify the tower card for why the divine masculine is coming towards the divine feminine. Why is the divine masculine coming towards the divine feminine? Okay, we got emotional fulfillment for sure with the Nine of Cups. This is someone who's at peace, sitting in their chair, feeling emotionally fulfilled. So I feel like they're coming out of a tower moment and they're coming towards you because they want this emotional fulfillment. They may be coming towards you to offer you something. We'll clarify to make sure. And healing energy. So they're coming towards you to heal. Those are their true intentions. They're not the worst intentions. But let's clarify this Six of Coins because we do got money on the board. And let's see what this is about. So Six of Coins. What are the true intentions? It's almost like they want to invest. I don't know if this person, if the divine masculine has a whole bunch or it has something. This is a solid coin. This would be like the Ace of Coins. So I feel like the divine masculine may not have $1 million. But whatever the divine masculine has, whether it's their time, their business acumen, I don't know, maybe whatever you do, they just feel like they would be of value to it. They want to invest. And for a lot of you guys, it will be the actual investing of pentacles. Okay, so this flew out in the reverse. So, they're coming towards you because I want to say they want to reverse this action. This Three of Swords action. So they may feel like you're in heartbreak over them, which you're not. We've seen earlier. You're not in heartbreak, but they do want to reverse whatever happened. So they could be coming in with some sort of stable offer to make you. Too many. Alright, let's ask another question. That was their intentions. Now let's see what they want to tell you. What does divine masculine want to tell divine feminine? Sorry guys, I'm getting tired. I've been up since like 8. It was my off day, but I like getting up early at this point. Ooh. So they want to tell you they're your karmic. The divine masculine wants to say they're your karmic. Now, because we're doing a divine masculine reading, we know they're not your karmic, but we do know that they have displayed horrible karmic ways. So they could be saying that in this moment, I'm your karmic. As of now, I'm your karmic. Which is real shit, y'all. I feel like karmic shit is I still have baggage that's coming out. Karmic shit is transmutable because you got to remember we've all been karmics to someone at some point. Let's see what else they want to tell you. Also, the divine masculine, if they've been watching readings like this, if they've been watching like twin flame readings, they could, believe themselves to be the karmic. Especially if they've displayed any type of shady karmic behaviors to like the 10th extent or something, or they feel they have, then they could think they're the karmics. Your intellect turns me on, so they do want to tell you that. I don't know, my twin flames. Let me know if this resonates. 1111. So they do know about this union. Wide Awake came out with 1111. So yeah, it's like maybe that's what, because this card, I'm your karmic, flew out on this sickness card. So maybe, and they're not sick at this point because they're coming out of this energy, but maybe that's what was making them sick. Their karmic energy, their karmic behaviors, so it put them in an ill type of feeling. But now they're wide awake. What else is the karmic? What else is divine masculine? My heart is open. SEX, sex. They want sex. And I'm so close to reaching out to you is what they want to tell you. So, let's see what divine masculine, what's going to be the end result if divine masculine comes in when divine masculine comes in, what will happen? The hangman? Oh, the hangman in reverse. So this is going to, when the divine masculine comes in, this is going to take, I believe, both of you guys out of this stuck energy, the hung upside down energy, and put you more closer to your divine guidance. Because one thing I noticed when I ever first started really getting into shit, manifesting shit like that, the more it works, when you do one thing and it works, it gives you more confidence to continue and do this and do that. So if you guys remember, the hangman is down here, uncomfortable but getting divine guidance. If both of you guys decided to follow this guidance and get into union, and you see like, damn, that shit, you know, because for most twin flames, you're out of contact. So a lot of this union initially, you go in and you go into separation, and that separation could last for, you know, everyone is different, but for a long period you are in separation. So if you're guided back to someone and they're guided to you, and then imagine the story of telling each other what it is, I'm sure it would only heighten your belief in your capabilities and what the divine and the universe and God is willing to do for you and who to listen to. You know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm a little tired. So now let's pull some from a couple cards from the Archangel Romance. The Romance deck. The Angel's Romance deck. For my collective, please. So we got unrequited love. It came out in the reverse. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Clarify unrequited love for me. I'm going to clarify with the archangels. So we got free yourself. So someone needs to free themselves. It is time to take back control of your life. All this shit's falling right on the tower. I'm your karmic. So someone needs to free themselves from a karmic who's been, the relationship's been very draining. And after they free themselves, they're going to have to stay optimistic about their love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it's looking like the divine masculine still has to free themselves out of a situation with a karmic that has unrequited love in it. But they do know or feel like this could be the one when we get over to the energy of the divine feminine. But they know that this is going to take a lot of forgiving and learning. So it's going to be a healing process. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love. And that's probably more so on your side, divine feminine, actually releasing and healing the past so you can experience more love, not just with the divine masculine, but I mean, there's plenty of fish in the sea right now. So if you're just always upset or going through stuff about this, you won't be able to experience the opportunities for romance in your present moments. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So let's see what else is going on. This is for a message for divine feminine, divine masculine, dealing with divine masculine. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So if there's anything that you need to be worked out with, it's funny because I'm actually with my dad every weekend. But we were talking about shit from like when I was in kindergarten and stuff. And that stuff, it wasn't even really family issues. It was like stuff that happened at school and shit like that. But just getting in touch and talking about maybe like there was stuff my dad didn't know about. Like I never knew that, I never. So talking to your parents and really getting, this is one thing I do know. I was just, even out of the readings and shit, I was just doing a reading and someone said this to me. But when we're children growing up, we're getting something from our perspective, right? We're little kids and we're seeing the world from our little kid mind. And we don't know much of the world, and not to say we're seeing it wrong. But as we grow up and become adults, this is our time to actually revisit these childhood moments that maybe our parents were, running the show of, or, of course, they were just the adults to have the better recollection. And pray to God, hopefully you do have, your parents are solid people and they can tell you it from their perspective so you can get the whole story. Because it's kind of hard to grasp or understand things that happened to you as a child because you were a child. So you have to, I just find it helpful to kind of talk and reopen some things if you can. If your parents are alive, reopen some things and speak on them. And most of the time, parents understand. They usually don't mind talking unless they're super closed off. You're going to have that too. You're going to have that tapping, which is, unfortunate. But healing family issues, though, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So someone needs to, I believe, forgive their parents or forgive their baby's mother or father so their love life can improve. Your love life is being affected by children. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So there's a decision that has to be made. Once this decision is made, it can be a go. But nothing's going to happen until, I feel like this is speaking for the divine masculine, but this could be for you too, divine feminine, because you're going to have to, 1 second. Well, I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's nothing can be done until the final call, till the curtain call. And I feel like that has a lot to do with fucking divine timing within itself. So let's get advice. What's the advice for my divine feminine? Okay, so any heavy burdens, pick your battles. That's what this is saying. Pick your battles, choose your battles, divine feminine, and drop anything that is not serving you, and walk lightly. Or so you can walk lightly. I see the devil, which is, this could be talking about karmic energy. So take everything as it resonates. These roles could be reversed, but this is talking about karmic energy or any ties that you have, releasing them so you can be lighter in spirit. What else is the advice? Judgment came out in reverse. So your advice is, it kind of makes sense too. Shit, this makes perfect sense. So judgment in reverse, usually we're geeked when judgment comes out, like, oh, you're getting justice, judgment calls being made. But with you having to drop heavy burdens, pick your battles, drop heavy burdens, it's almost like the only way to truly be able to do that is to not just, so let's say if you're in a situation with your mom or dad, whatever, any loved one, and you guys just aren't seeing eye to eye. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation is, it just, it's not fucking like they don't get it, you don't get it, whatever. The biggest, in order to really be able to drop the burdens of it, especially if it's something that affects you long term or whatever, in order to really drop the burdens of y'all not agreeing on this or arguing about it or just not being able to come together, whatever this is, especially for the divine masculine and feminine, if it's you guys never being able to get into union at this point, not never, but not being able to get into the union, you're going to have to drop these burdens. And in order to drop them, you're going to have to not judge the divine masculine, which is a whole nother motherfucking spiritual test within itself. Yeah, more advice. We got the page of stats that came out, so humble yourself. They do want you to be humble in this situation. I know you're probably like, what the fuck? I've been humble. Yeah, but it's not, I don't think it's not about you as a person, but basically to pipe down the ego just a bit, in the sense of it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean, in that sense. And at the end of the day, the ego is what keeps us locked into things like fear and all that negative shit. So to pipe down the ego is not to say you're egotistical, but to say basically check, you're going to have to check it to make sure you're staying balanced, you know. And this is no more juggling. Like I said, staying balanced. This is all he's doing is a balancing act. So coming out of this balancing act with yourself and really being able to pick a clear path, drop the burdens, and keep it moving. Alright guys, that was your reading. I gotta get out of here, eat some dinner, go to bed. It's getting late for me. I got probably get a couple hours of sleep and go to work. And we're gonna do this all over again. I'm doing the pick of cards more. I think it depends on how it works out. I'm trying to find what's gonna work, what doesn't. So just let me know, guys. Go check out that pick a card reading I did earlier. And also, if you liked, and if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified in future references or in the future when I drop any more tarot readings. Alright guys, I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of The Report Tarot and Tools. It's your girl Jen Ether, and I'm out. Peace.